So with multivitamins, the evidence is there's like mix. It's a mixed picture. Some papers would say that multivitamins are very good and effective. Others would say that there's not much benefit. And ideally, most people should focus on having a healthy diet. And if you can afford to have a healthy diet, chances are you shouldn't be deficient in the majority of vitamins and minerals in those tablets. And then you need to also think, if you are deficient, then there may be a reason why, which would need investigation.
I think it's interesting that you said if you can afford to have a healthy diet.
Yeah.
Go into more detail about that.
So what I mean by that is it's more most people who can afford to have a healthy diet are maybe not lacking in the minerals and nutrients.
Right.
And if you think, let's say, how many people buy multivitamins? I think people who can afford to buy multivitamins probably also have a healthy diet.
Right.
As opposed to someone's knows that they can't afford to eat healthy, so they're consciously compensating by taking the multivitamins and think, okay, this will suffice for now. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I mean, it can never be enough, because I've always thought that, if I'm lacking vitamin D, I would go to Google and search what foods are high in vitamin D, or like iron, for example. Yeah. I was told that my iron levels are very low. And the first thing I did was bring up all the foods that are high in iron. Yeah. So like cashew, steak, eggs. I went to my local supermarket and bought everything, and I said, I'm taking that all in. So I don't think people link the food you consume with what your body needs.
Yeah. Because like what you're saying is you're being proactive. You're consciously trying to get all these multivitamins and nutrients from your diet, which is how it should be. Like you shouldn't be living off a diet of, let's say, just, I don't know, let's say burgers and chips every single day, and then thinking, I'm going to supplement with multivitamins. There should be an air of proactivity and having something that's balanced and having variety throughout the week. That's what I think, in my opinion.
I'm glad that you addressed that, because I feel like a lot of men need to actually like be aware of that and just realize how important your diet is, and how you do need to consume the foods that gives your body what it needs. But I think one of the main problems is that when it comes to food, we tend to tend to eat what we like, what tastes nice. I've always felt like, sometimes I eat some stuff like a boring salad with some olive oil, and I'm like, this is boring as hell, but I've got to eat it because my body needs this stuff. And I've got some friends that can't do that. Like they literally, if I don't see the point in eating that because I don't like it.
The thing is, there's a fine balance that you need to achieve. So let's say with me, for example, as much as I like jollof rice, you can't eat jollof rice every day of the week. And I've actually started now having, like, as opposed to having jollof rice with fried chicken, some days I'll have, let's say, quinoa with some sea bass, or couscous with something.
Or bulgur wheat.
Exactly. But then, if we think of quality of life, if healthy food is so distasteful to you and it affects your quality of life, how can someone come and tell you, eat healthy? Do you know what I mean? Some people smoke knowing that smoking is bad for your health, but do you know what I mean? They can't live without smoking.
True.
So there's that balance between quality of life and doing what you enjoy, but not to the point that it's going to be detrimental to your health. But then if you're consciously making the decision to do something that's detrimental to your health, no one can really say anything.